Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hi, I'm Sean, but I'll be going as Mama Ingwenya, who does cross stitching. I'm a mum to two daughters, and this is my very first video. I hope it's okay. I've just finished work, so I look a bit scruffy at the minute, so bear with me. Depending on how this video goes, depending how often I load and if I load anymore. So let's get with it. I'm into cross stitching. I don't do any other projects. I'm not a crochet. I don't do knitting. My daughter does diamond painting, but that's about it. So let's start with my first stitch that I sort of finished the other day. I will be showing some of my cross stitches and some of my finishes today. So let's start. So this one I finished the other day. It only took me a couple of days to do, and it's called Boo from Hello. So it is this one. I haven't used all the correct floss, as I like to just wing it sometimes. I try and get as close as I can to the colour, so these aren't the right flosses for it. They're actually, the majority of them are specialty. So there's my first one. This is my little cross stitching area, as I like to make things quite accessible. So here is where I keep all my my needle minders. So these are all here. My scissors, my trusty nail scissors, they were actually mine when I was a baby, and I haven't had to sharpen them. So nail scissors, perfect. So this is where I keep all my stuff that I use. My next project that I've been doing for a while actually is the Mama Stitcher, and it's the colourful Ouija board one. This one is all called for floss DMC. This one, I'm not going to take it off my hoop, but you'll be able to see majority of it. This, so there's that. The light doesn't do it any justice, to be honest. Most of my fabric I get from this lady here. She's amazing, to be honest. And this one here is called Night Sky, and it's 14 count either. I tend to do 14, 16, 18 count, depending on what size I want the effect to be. That Boo one was on an 18 count. My next one that I'm doing for my daughter's childminder, I only started it last night, to be honest, so there's not much on this one, and it's called, if I can find the front of it, is called See You Later by Happiest Cross Stitch Patterns. It's one off Etsy, so it will look like that. Again, I've just picked floss from my stash. And that's all I did last night. This one is Ladybug, and I thought it was quite fitting because it's going to have a ladybug, and the words say "Give a hug, Ladybug," and I thought, do you know what, we'll colour that one in Ladybug. So there's all my floss. This is my bag, and I get a lot of my cross stitching bags from Turtle Dove, Dancing Daffodils, she's on Facebook, and then whatever I find on Etsy. If you see one that you like and I haven't mentioned it, please drop me a message and I will see what I can do. Majority of my needle minders comes from Creative Crafting, aka Amanda Dion. She does a lot of her own designs. So I've got quite a few of these, and also again I get quite a few of my bits from Dancing Daffodils. This one is nearly finished, but this one was just literally a free pattern off Facebook that I just grabbed. So I just need to fill the top of the in, and it just says love. Again, I just picked thread from my stash. Like I said, it's not going to be a long one today because I'm just putting my feelers out. That this is the bag that this one's in. This one is my Merry Melibelia. Sorry if you've not seen what this one looks like. It's that one. I was gifted it for Valentine's last year, and I've just literally started it because I'm afraid of beads and I don't want to ruin it. So it's all the called for floss, all called for beads. I have actually went down the road and ordered the beads, and this is where I am. And again, this is the fabrics from her, and it's called Vikings Morning, and it's 18 count opal. Again, the light is not doing it any justice at all. I can't even sparkle. Love a good sparkle later. This one is now. I suffer with anxiety and depression, and when I don't want to count cross stitching, I turn my. If I want to stitch but I don't want to count, I will do stamped. I don't have anything wrong with stamped. Again, I'm stitching. It makes my mind at peace. I don't stitch every day because I have a 3-year-old, soon to be 4. So I do a lot of stamped. It's all called for what I'm using, and this is 11 count. This one I've had for quite a while. I need to pull it back out and finish it because I've nearly finished, to be honest. And that's in that one. This one is my Christmas one. I do a lot of Christmas ones just lately, and a lot of Halloween ones. So this one is from. It's just called Christmas, and it's designed by Nia Rind. I'm sure I'm saying that properly. So that one will look like that when it's finished. I've just done the S and the part of the snowman, because sometimes I do wild stitching, so I go to work a little bit earlier and I sit in Costa and I'll do an hour of stitching before I go to work, because I'm not guaranteed to do any when I get home. Quite lucky today, I finished work at 1 o'clock and I don't get to pick my little one up until about 3:30, 4:45, so I've got an hour or two. So that's all I've done. So it's all called for, it's all DMC, and I think it's on 14 count ice blue, I think. No, 16 count ice blue Ada. My apologies. So I get quite a few people coming up when I'm in Costa asking what I'm stitching on. Unfortunately, I am being made redundant in the next month or so. Not out of me, but out of the company. But everybody will be getting made redundant. So hopefully more stitching. So that's what I'm working on at the minute. It's not, like I said, it's not much. I do have a lot more, but these are just putting my feelers out. So I'm going to show you the ones I've done over the last year or so. So these are my finished ones. I don't know what to do with them. I put a lot of mine in photo frames, and I'm just getting to the point where I'm bored of putting in photo frames. I can't use a sewing machine, and I don't know what else to do other than cushions. And like I said, I don't do sewing. So this is another witchy stitcher. So I did that in about 4 hours. So I completed that in about 4 hours. It took me 2 mornings of wild stitching to do that, and that's 14 count sparkly Ada, and it was just a red that I picked up. I didn't want black, so I picked up red. Again, if anything, I can put them in other than a frame. This is another witchy stitcher one. This is another Ouija board, and this one is just plain black 14 count Ada, and I used classic, I'm sure it's Classic Colourworks or General Arts, one of the two, and it's called Absinthe. And the light's not doing it any justice because it's a nice bright green. So this one I did many years ago, and I haven't put it in any frame, but they will all get washed and ironed when I think of what to do with them. So I can't remember the design. The lady who did this, I can't remember, but it's actually for my mum, and it says, "I am the granddaughter of the witches you weren't able to burn." So that's quite fitting actually, because she's got quite a few witches around the living room. I thought that was quite a good one for my mum. This one needs to go somewhere ASAP, because it's St. Paddy's Day soon, and that one got finished last year. I think this is on 11 count Ada. That the gold is like a variegated floss. I think they're both variegated. Yeah, so the green's variegated and the gold's variegated, and I think the green was called Lucky. I thought that was quite fitting. But nothing else on that one. So these two I finished round about Christmas, New Year. So the lady who did the snowman one, that near rind one, I've done 2 more. So this is this one. Again, all called for, and it's on a grey instead of a blue. And I put a little jingly jingly bell on the cat. So I'd like to put that somewhere. Please, any ideas? So there's that one. It's another Christmas one, again by Leo Rind. These were done while stitching as well, so these took a couple of weeks. So there's little Santa. Sorry if you can see the back, I do apologise. And Rudolph has also got a jingly bell on. This one I did when I was pregnant with my youngest. She's nearly 4. And there is a series of these for this spring, winter, autumn and winter. I wanted to turn these into pillows, little pillows to put around the house when I decorate for my seasons. But I don't know who stitches and who does little patterns. This one needs to go up soon. Again, it's winter. Can't remember where I got this design from. I know it was an Etsy pattern and not called for floss. So it's just a little bunny rabbit on black Ada with purples, pinks and greens and some blues, the really bright colours. So I'd like to get that one out soon and up. And the last one that I did many years ago, got a series of these. I can't remember, is it Tiny Monist that does these ones? Can't quite remember. I do have all the patterns. I do put them away. I don't rip them up. I don't sell them. But if there's anything that you would like that I've got, I'll let you know. And this is just shopping centre with a nutcracker next to it. Again, I don't know what to do with them. I have quite a few finished pieces that are just like this, and I don't know honestly what to do with them. So that's that for today. Please comment on what would help me in the future with my future videos, on where I could go with all these. Make yourself known, say hello, where you're from. I'm from the UK. Mama Nguenya is just what my family members call me. And if you're not sure what it means Mama Crocodile. Yes, I'm not mean, I promise. Quite lovable when you get to know me. So on that note, I am going to love you and leave you all. I hope you've had a blessed day, and I hope everything comes right with everything in the future. Thank you.